And a good Sunday to you. Welcome to Lori's Stories. I am your host, Lori Pinson. Welcome to my little corner of the stream. You guys have to be as excited as I am because I am going to introduce you to someone who has very, very good knowledge of Squid Game, the challenge. What? You say you're not familiar with Squid Game, the challenge? Girl, look at it.
Finish will survive.
There's $4.5 million on the line. They're struggling. You got it. She can't build this house of cards. It's over for us.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky.
456 players.
Maybe this time.
In this game, loyalty can get you pretty far,
He's who I feel the closest with.
but betrayal could win you $4.56 million.
We're playing for ourselves, not for friendships.
He's a big fraud.
You're more than a dad, you're one of my best friends.
My girlfriend back home, we found out that she's expecting a month ago.
Oh, that's
Baby
swell.
doesn't
Thank
exist.
you.
I want to take the risk. It's never a gift here in Squid Game. Immediately, I'm thinking revenge.
That's the whole point of the game.
Everybody hold hands. We're not playing.
We all showed up for a reason. We all have a dream. That's so cowardly. Play the game.
Of course, there's a quiz.
Finish will
So that is Squid Game, the challenge. We're talking about season 2. Squid Game, very popular Korean show that originally airs on Netflix, and then the spinoff Squid Game, the challenge, picked up by a London-based company. It's important to us today because let me introduce you. I'm so excited to Kelly Bernadyn. She is player number 263 from Livonia. Made it onto Squid Game, the challenge. Kelly, welcome. I am so excited that
Hello.
you are here.
Thank
Oh
you so
my
much for having
goodness.
me.
So the whole thing has already aired. Just an overview. What did you think of?
I really enjoyed watching it. I think they did a really good job of portraying just the personalities that really shined in the game, and they showcased really truly the emotion that we felt during all these really exciting games.
So in order to get on Squid Game, you have to audition, right?
Yes, yes,
And you put together an audition tape.
I did.
I want to thank you because, folks, viewers, this is the very first time this audition tape has ever been seen.
Yes.
Take a look.
Hello, my name is Kelly Bernadyn and I am 30 years old. I'm from a small town right outside of Detroit, Michigan. I want to be on the Squid Game, the challenge, because I'm a natural born competitor and I feel like this is something that I would really thrive at. For a living, I'm a first responder as well as a professional women's football player, and so I have the perfect mixture of leader in crisis situations and athlete, and so I felt like the Squid Game kind of uses that mental leader mentality as well as that true like athletic ability. I felt like the perfect mix, and I fit in there. So I would have the game plan of trying to have the social aspect of things, be somebody that everybody looks up to, as well as winning the games myself. And what I would do with the money is first help take care of my husband and I. We definitely live paycheck to paycheck. So being able to pay off our own debts would be great. He is going to school right now, and so he has a lot of student loans. And then after, we were stable, I would help out my family and his family. He comes from a very small town with not a lot of money, and his family has done more than we could ask for to help us. So we want to give back to them. $4.5 million is life-changing, and I couldn't even tell you what else I would do with it. There are so many people that I would want to take care of, so many charities that I would want to donate to. So I'd love to be on the Squid Game.
Very authentic.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you were sitting on your couch at home
Mhm.
and you thought, I can be a part of this, right? How long after you sent that audition tape in, How long did it take for them to get back to you? Because clearly Netflix producers saw something genuine in you.
So I recorded that video on my balcony in December of 2023, 2024. And then I didn't hear back from them. Wait, no, 2023. So we're talking a couple of years. So 2023, December, I make that video. And then not until August of the following year did I hear back from them. It was so long that I kind of forgot that I had.
Did you even forget about
Yes,
it? Oh,
yes,
my
I had to
goodness.
double check. I thought it was spam when they initially texted me, and a producer was like, "We'd like to move forward in the interview process," and I was like, "This can't be real."
And so what did you think then? When you say move forward in the interview process, did you not know right away that you were on the show, or did someone came out to you or talked to you by phone? How did that go?
Yeah, so there was a couple of different interviews. So the very first one was with a producer, and it was over the phone. And she just asked basic questions about, what more can you tell me from that video we saw of you? And then it was funny because she was like, okay, we're going to move you on. The next one is a Zoom video with producers, and they'll create a video of you that we'll put into Netflix. And so she was like, we recommend that you dress up a little bit. And basically it was like, present yourself a little bit better, which was funny because obviously what you saw was raw and real. My hair was naturally curly. I don't think I had a lip of makeup on. The birds were chirping in the background. So very authentic of me. And so my next interview with them over Zoom, I put on a nice red, powerful tank top and curled my hair a little bit, put some makeup on, and, was still authentically myself, but a little more presentable, as they
So
said.
when did you know, after 1, 2, 3 interviews, when did they tell you, and what was your emotion? What was that like?
So it took about 3 months to get through the full process. And then randomly I got a phone call. I remember my husband and I were sitting on our couch, and it was a California number. And I was like, this is it. This is the one. I think they're going to call me and tell me I officially got it. And I answered the phone, and he was like, we officially would like to welcome you to the challenge. And I didn't even have words. I was so excited, and it was just solidified in that moment. I felt like I could win. I felt like it was mine. I even told him that on the phone. I'm like, you're talking to the winner right now.
Oh, man. So then from the time that they told you, what did you do within that time frame after that? I think that maybe you started practicing.
I did.
And there you are playing the jacks.
Yes.
So did you study the first series, and then you were like, here are some of the games that they could play, and you wanted to be ready?
Yes, so there's my Uncle Mike giving it his best shot. I did not play this game, as you can see. I'm not the best. But no, so we practiced, and my husband and I watched the season, the drama series, over and over and over again. And I just took notes of games that we could play. There's my sister, my cousin, my whole family. Yes, they were all, very supportive.
Invested.
Yes, invested is a great word. Oh, my mom and I, we got matching nails the day it came out.
Of course.
But yeah, we practiced a lot. And I actually brought Gongji, that is the Jack's game. These cookies, they were so good. My friend made these. Yes, my little niece. But yeah, so I brought the Gongji, the Jacks, to my work where I coach at a gym, and I would make them practice with me, but they had no idea that I was going to play this game. I just pretended I had found it online and wanted to master it. And it was awesome because so many people had played this game before as a child. From people who have moved here from overseas. So many people had tips for me, and they didn't even realize that they were helping me prep for these games because I had to keep it a secret with my non-disclosure. So my close family knew, but that was it. And so it was really fun practicing and getting tips that people had no idea what I was doing.
What game were you most worried about having to play?
Probably mingle. I think the games.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, the games that I didn't have control over myself. Even the pentathlon was hard to know that we were probably going to play because you rely on other people. And I was confident in myself, but once you have to start teaming up with others to determine your fate, it gets scary.
So you're getting ready to leave.
Yes.
Here we are going to compete. What was that like? What were your feelings like when you were like, oh my God, I'm actually going to London to compete here?
I think that I just kind of went into this headspace of focus and determination and true like grit and grind, and I kind of left all of my true emotion right here at this airport. We flew out. This was the last moment I had my phone. I took a little screenshot of my location, and then after that, I turned my phone in. Oh yes, I was quite comfortable in the very back of the plane, but I dialed in, and I started focusing on like, okay, it's game time, and there's a lot of money on the line, and it's mine. This was the second I found out my number. My favorite number is 6.
And I was going to ask you, when did you, was it before you got on the plane that they said, hi, you're player 263?
Nope.
Or how did that work out?
So when you land in London, you find production right after you get your bags. And from there, production basically gave you a number and took your phone. And away to the hotel you went, and you were in total lockdown. So I knew my number when I got to London and went through like their security. And then after that, it was just like total lockdown, no communication with anybody. I said goodbye to my family, and that was that.
So as far as you know, even on the plane over there, you could have been on the plane with other contestants and not even known about it. Because later we find out there was another contestant who went pretty far from Michigan, and you could have been but they wanted to keep everybody separate. Is that not correct? So what did you do then when you were in the hotel? How long were you in there until the games actually started?
So we stayed multiple nights in the hotel. I think it was probably to do a little bit of quarantining, just to like hope that no illness spreads, which we can talk more because it still did. So there's a lot to do. There's 456 people that they have to get in to London, and then make sure that everybody's checked in, has their suits and all that. So lots of just like, this is your tracksuit. Does it fit? Here is just like your player shots. So all of those shots of our headshots with our pink background, all of those were taken before the games even started.
But you were still isolated. You didn't see anybody else coming in as well.
I think it's hard to isolate 456 people. So there were some times where like we ate meals in like little cohorts, I would say. But that was the only time we saw other players. We were not allowed to like walk the halls or communicate in that aspect. So a very brief meal, and then right back to our rooms we went.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the games, how long it took to play the games, the little squid pack that you had on. All of that is coming up. I am with Kelly Bernadyn, player 263 off of Squid Game, the challenge.